And now, speaking of how all-time great LeBron has been this season, it's come to this point that now on a nightly basis, I hear commentators rave about how hard LeBron has worked to become a better shooter. The other night on ESPN, Richard Jefferson, who of course played with LeBron, who loves LeBron, just gushed about how much time and how much effort LeBron has put into improving his jump shooting. Way to go, LeBron. No doubt LeBron has shot it much better both last season and this one, from three and from the free throw line. But you know what that makes me think? And this is not a nitpick. This is a bolder pick. This is an extremely fair and valid, biggest picture question about the NBA's greatest scorer ever. Why didn't he work to improve his shooting after his rookie year? Or after his second year? After his third year? He finally improved his pathetic shooting in year 21 and 22. Think about that. What was he doing his first 20 off seasons? I mean, he wasted 20 years. He did, seriously. What was he doing all those off seasons? Making a lot of money off the court, making a movie, making commercials, having fun, traveling the world. I don't know. Why didn't LeBron much earlier get in the lab, as he says? Why didn't he put in the time and the effort to make himself unguardable as a high volume three-point shooter, making, let's say, 40% of his attempts? For the record, LeBron did have one outlier season, just for the record. This was 2013 in Miami, in which he did shockingly shoot 41% from three. But if you eliminate that one aberration, that one outlier, in LeBron's 19 seasons before last season, he averaged shooting 31% from three. Eliminate that one outlier, and 19 seasons averaging 31% from three. I'm not exaggerating. His 19-year average was 31%. Do you understand how bad that is? But last season, LeBron shot 41% from three. And this season, he's at 40% from three. That is amazing. But where was that for 19 years? Help me out. 19 years. 31%. LeBron is a career 35% from three. In NBA history, that ranks 418th. Think about that, 418th. That's just awful by LeBron standards. It's just so beneath his greatest scorer dignity. And billions of people say he's the GOAT? How? Why? Now, free throw shooting. LeBron bleeping James is a career 73.6% from the free throw line. In history, that ranks 685th, 685. Just abominable for a player of LeBron's magnitude. But over the last 4 seasons, 76%, 77, 75. Now this year's 76. What staggering improvement. Not great, but still staggering improvement, considering that in 2019, 2020, 2021, as a Laker, all 3 of those years were under 70% from the free throw line. That is staggeringly pathetic for the NBA's all-time leading scorer. And without going into gory detail here, without looking like I'm piling on, please understand that LeBron has always been a fairly high volume three-point and free throw shooter. So just think about how much he could have helped his teams if he had improved his shooting, 15, even 20 years ago. Think about how much better he could have been in postseasons if if he had been able to trust himself more from three in the free throw line. Think about how much better LeBron James could have been in the playoff clutch, in the big late and close moments, if he had put in the work to depend on himself more in big late game situations from three and from the free throw line. Tell me I'm wrong about this. You can't. As hard as LeBron is known for working hard, as much as he always says, I put in the work. You got to put in that work. I'm just not sure he ever really committed in the off seasons to becoming a better shooter until year 21. I'm talking about being driven early in his career to improving his jump shot by, let's say, working with a shot doctor and by shooting several million technically improved shots through the offseason until he could trust and repeat it during games and especially during playoff games. That's what Magic did early in his career and what Jordan did. But was LeBron ever criticized for any of this during those 19 years of 31%? Not one time that I can ever remember. Maybe you remember one, I don't. So I now wholeheartedly agree he deserves to be congratulated for his amazing shooting improvement in years 21 and 22. I mean, his form just looks so much more textbook, just so much pure, just so right. He goes straight up with conviction like he means it. No more of that leaning Tower of Pisa to his left or to his right. No more off balance. No more awkward sideways ball spin off his shaky fingertips. I don't see any of that anymore. Now, for the first time in his career, LeBron James looks like a real shooter. But in the end, aren't the last two seasons actually an indictment of 19 previous seasons? Whew. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't.